Good morning. This is Mrs. Renollet with your morning message for Wednesday, April 22nd. Today I'm saying, you oughter know you're amazing. Each and every one of you is doing a great job. I hope that you continue to join me in making each day a great day, using positive self-talk, trying to do our very, very best. Okay, let's talk through things that are due today. If you hear my dog barking right now, that's because there's people walking outside and he loves to bark at them. Say hi, Gatsby. Today is Wednesday, so you need to complete your math lesson and your reading lesson. Let's look at those together so you know how to complete those. If you're on Seesaw, you will see your task assigned to you. You'll have today's name and the lesson. Let's look at the reading lesson together first. The reading lesson today uses the text from yesterday. It's the same text about minerals and rocks. Okay? So today's task, we're only going to look at the DLR and task number 1. So I'm going to describe task number 1 to you. You can skip the other tasks today. Okay? It says read pages C6 through C9 again. So those are our text pages down here. Okay? See how it says C6? So you're reading the text again. Reread it today so that your brain is fresh with the knowledge. Okay? And then let's go back to our task here. Remember your thoughts from yesterday. Step 2. How are the mantle and crust alike? Students will use the text and text features to locate 2 or more ways the mantle and crust are alike. So your task today is to answer this question. You're going to do some writing on the lines below. So our question, how are the mantle and crust alike? How are they the same? Use the text to find 2 or more ways. So go to your text, and we're looking at this page here titled What Rocks Are. Here you can find some information about the mantle and the crust. You need to use the whole text to find 2 or more ways that they are similar. Using your text features to help you while you read. When you find those ways, 2 or more ways that are the same, you're going to write a paragraph. Number 3 says students will write an appropriate response using complete sentences with capitalization and punctuation on the lines below. These lines are where you're going to tell me, how are the mantle and crust similar? 2 or more ways that they are alike. Okay? We're not going to do the other tasks today. If you have time, you can complete the DLR, the daily language review, to keep going on those skills. Okay? That's all I want for you to do on reading today. Let's look at the math lesson. Again, if you're on Seesaw, you will see it pop up because it's assigned to you. Today's lesson is very similar to yesterday's lesson. We're talking about how multiplication and division work together. I'm going to scroll to the last page to show you some supports. We looked at this page yesterday. Here is some important vocabulary. And here's a reminder of fact families. You are going to use your knowledge of fact families to help you with these Pearson problems today. Okay, so go ahead and start with the daily math review, the daily math practice. Remember, I don't want you spending a lot of time on this. Do your best, but move on to our Pearson work, okay? Our question today, what multiplication fact can you use? This whole first page is showing you examples of how multiplication and division work together. We call those fact families. Read these examples and begin showing me what you understand. Show your best work for each problem, and if there's a problem you do not know how to complete, just tell me on that section so I can know how to help you next. Okay? Suggested to do is another activity on Seesaw that Miss Sharp created for all of 3rd grade. It's called Determine Area of Rectangles. It's very similar to a seesaw activity that I've spoken to you before about. Let me show you what this one looks like. Wait on it to load. Okay, here's the new one. See how it's different than the other determining area? Step 1 says watch the instructions. Count the number of rows and columns for each rectangle. Complete the chart on page 3 for each rectangle. Be sure you have completed the chart for all 8 rectangles from pages 1 and 2. Make sure you hit that green check mark to turn in to me to show me what you're learning about area of rectangles. The last thing I have for you is an upcoming date. This Friday at 10 a.m., I'm going to host a Zoom call. I will send out the link with the information just like I did last week, and I hope that you can put this on your schedule this week. I hope that you can come join me and other classmates, see everyone's smiling faces, and maybe play a game. That's all that I have for you today. If you have questions about how to complete your work, make sure that you're reaching out to me, texting me, sending me a message on Seesaw, something like that. I miss you guys. I hope that you know that you're amazing.